Hello and welcome again to a new episode of Critical Coffee Considerations with me, Francis Beck. Today we're going to talk about shot preparation, specifically tamping. We have a bit of unboxing fun. This is really kind of twice the fun because this is not my box. It's my friend Carl's birthday, and I bought him this little gift here through Amazon in this case. And what's inside? Well, something to help with tamping. Now, I'm not going to, totally ruin the experience for him by, already taking it into use. I just kind of want to demonstrate it with the one I have. So I actually have only this side here, and that's the part where you use it to distribute your grounds. I only bought half of this, let's say, with the other side being a tamper, because I have, let's say, a Delonghi Tamper as a separate piece. So I use this kind of combination. The advantage of the double one here is actually you could set it to a precise length. If you know you're always using a certain amount of ground, then you know precisely the depth up to which it will go, the compaction that would be a result of that, and of course the amount of weight that would be required to get it into that compact state. So you can kind of very precisely set a pressure for your puck in this way. But of course then you have to adjust it, or you always have to work with the same amount of grounds. Now to do this kind of exercise, to guide you through this, I have here some Rowboats coffee, bio and fair trade. Doesn't that sound great? It really does. Important characteristics. However, they sell it already grounded. It's totally useless. I didn't buy this, of course. My mother bought it by accident, so here I have it. Thank you, Mom. Here I can use it to practice preparing the pucks. Okay, so let's get started. So when you buy a Delonghi Dedica, as is shown in an earlier video of between two cracks, actually.
Tamper. This is probably the cheapest one you can get on the market.
Well, this is actually the one you get with the Delonghi. As you could see here, this is the one that comes with it. Now, can you do a good preparation with the default one? You can make, it's not elegant, but you can make anything work. And you just need to know the proper technique in this case. So of course, when you're only working with this, you probably don't have any other tools, right? So then the only thing you probably could already do is a little bit distributing it before you start pressing on it. And then the technique with this kind of plasticky, it is a hard plastic, and yet, it doesn't feel trustworthy. So you would actually recommend using 4-finger technique. And then you can really kind of feel the pressure you're applying and practice with that. It works. So you don't need to invest. You can wait until it's actually your birthday and you get this kind of a nice, heavy gift. That works perfectly. You know, of course, this kind of grind, stick a little bit to that. You will have that with any kind of tamper, of course. Here in this case, the pre-ground coffee you can buy in supermarkets, it's always too coarse for actual espresso. So this, when this now sticks to that, that will be a little bit more visible. Okay, so now how we do it a little more professionally. Usually, of course, I will have grinded it myself, and then I can insert it with the grinder. Now I'm just using this to already get it in here. Okay, so then you can see it's not perfectly even, but then you have this kind of tool. Again, also this one, you can see I set it to kind of certain depth. Of course, for this distribution tool, you kind of wanna, if you like working with different weights and see how that influences the taste, then you wanna have this as little as profound as possible, especially if you're then doing it in combination with another tool, where you then actually, you have a level base, as we have now, as you can see, and then it's all about doing the right technique then, and then you usually want to put your weight into it. And what I'm actually doing here is my fingers are still around the rim, so I can feel how much. I don't just blindly need to put all my weight on it, but I can kind of control the amount of weight I apply. You have different kind of also dampers like this with a pressure control element built in the middle. You'll be paying a lot for, well, essentially something you can learn to feel, let's say. This was some of the easiest releases I've had. Of course, when you don't actually use it to make espresso. So I hope that with this video, if you're not aware of doing these initial steps, you learned something from it. I hope Carl will have good use from this. So when you have a friend into coffee, he's still using something plasticky like this, it's in my opinion a really nice gift. See you in the next episode. How do you actually adjust it? Well, that is really easy. When I just got this at first, I was afraid to damage it, but really it's just about screwing the top part loose, which then makes the middle part completely loose, and you can just put it on the exact position as per your preferences. So enjoy prepping your espressos.